My phone to call. Dory Jackson. We got all them traits out there, bro. Sheesh. Sheesh. Get off my roster, dog. You don't see CD Lamb right there? They damn near the same overall, bro. Scary wasn't fast anymore, bro. He lost 3 speed. Him and CD the same speed. It was just a random Madden regression. Cause it's a regression. Just like how the old people, but he wasn't that old, that's what I don't get, cause none of my old DBs lost speed. But Terry lost 3. Who went and got a route tech? Route technician, man. Nah. Let me check and see how many interceptions I have right now. That is Zach. Yeah, that's what it say. Orange and blue. Blue pants. That's white. That's blue. White. Orange right there. We got only got 2 right now. Well, jump ball festivities won't really happen. I miss weather. Washington football team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. I don't try to 60 anybody, bro. If I tried to 60 people, Gil would be on the list a few times. Look at all these traits, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They go play action with Wilson. And that would complete once again to Higgins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that way. Room here to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And in 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. C.D. Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this.
Why not, bro?
Off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
It'll be like that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a throw right sideline is complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On 1st down, Fields. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Jarnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete.
Stop squatting, man.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete, Awww. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he's able to take it across midfield.
Illegal hit.
Going out of bounds. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to win. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it.
I think because you pressed it maybe a little bit too many times. I heard it. I think he swatted the first time and then dove. Okay, I missed the field goal. Hey, we out. Get out of there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Okay, I'm not even looking at the win. I should check.
Disappointing for a defense. You forced the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead,
Nah, I really haven't looked at the win not one time.
touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it,
Oh, take it out, bro.
lost a little bit, or maybe lost some focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now I gotta do all these adjustments. Come on. Work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And incomplete.
The rain.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect?
They just
Let's
want the
take a
better
big
player to
shot
win.
downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 37. Check 37. He's coming. Double up. Double up. Yo, he's coming. Double up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. As he'll run it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go. Baby, load up, bro.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm going to throw the ball up in the air.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Man, we already started, man. Gotta finish what we started. You still gonna have a chance, because I ain't running offense. See? I haven't run.
We saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said they prepared for this, and he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's gonna slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to take another shot.
You don't need 2 people back there. See,
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring it all the way
I got
back
one more
just a
interception.
yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not going to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
That was my last pick.
Because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face.
I love it.
4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
I'm double teaming my man, bro.
There, but it'll be third down. The secondary has been roasted.
Double teaming my players, man.
Revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Wilson on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Wilson, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action, Fields. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So we have come
Oh, this
halftime.
blitzing,
It's
man.
the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Take it out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there for Chicago. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line.
Well, they're going to go
and
slant.
taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow
Okay, man.
change. Because
Don't know what that
otherwise,
was.
that
Let's
could
not have that
overrun your
happen
team.
again.
You've got to be careful right here.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a
Well, since we're not doing that, alright, let's go.
do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Diaz. And now off to the races down the right side. Washington. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head
You'll
coach
be all right.
write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, man. It's like I'm on offense looking at the play, bro. Like everything you do.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields flushed out right.
Everything you do, I can see.
And he takes us beyond the 35.
I seen the adjustment and everything.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
Held on to that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Next time, pass the triangle.
A lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 12. Mike 12. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Fields on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Rosas now to end the PAT. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's the rain, my boy. It's the rain. He threw a few bad ones.
At the line,
It's
prepping
hard
for
for you
their
to
next
notice.
drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Hold on. 12's the fight. Hit. Watch the twist, watch the twist. That's it. Like 12. We ain't giving up nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Chicago. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm not doing anything. My team's on autopilot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight. Hey.
Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Combo. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
36 to Mike. Exit. Tight left.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I did watch running back and they didn't watch the running back, but it's okay.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears get a bit closer. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
The alphabet backwards.
And that'll make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Why are you doubling my man, bro?
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
No.
Instead, it's second down. And fair to say, the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice
We'll just run this team over.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of
Run them over.
that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Diaz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We got them now.
Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. T. Higgins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A Big connection on that one. 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I know he ain't got it. Check Mike 12. Mike 12, Mike 12. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. This third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
4 down. Mike, go. Mike 12. Pause. Shit. Let's go.
Now Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 12. Short. Let's go. Go.
Mike 12. Mike 12, Mike 12.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Dances by at the 20. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 7. First down.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Diaz. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 90, pull. QB draw. Ready, go.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 17. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
What was in the email? Is the little tandem breakout. This is the receiver.
It makes their job that much easier.
Diaz. He was 16 yards short. Four games left. You said what? I check the height of the DB before I go at him. Not no matter what. He gets, I think last week, a 5'9" DB was clamping up. It just gives him more of a chance. That's why I choose each side. Like, each side I went to, I kept checking the height because Jalen Johnson kept moving. I was going, I think Gray. I think that's who he is, the short one. Oh, yeah, he probably wouldn't have lost him feeding Spam Square. But yeah, I mean, I think T. Higgins 6'4" and the other guy 6'2". I'm gonna get off.